Justice League is finally out, but the question is it good? Let's find out. What's going on, guys? Ryan O'Toole back here again, giving you guys another review. Today I'm going to be reviewing a very not really known movie. I never even heard of this before. Maybe you guys haven't. I'm just kidding, guys. It's Justice League. Yes, definitely one of the most anticipated films of 2017, especially for the comic book movie genre. And this is directed by Zack Snyder and Joss Whedon. We'll get to that later. Starring the huge cast: Ben Affleck, Gal Gadot, Ezra Miller, Jason Momoa, Ray Fisher, J.K. Simmons, and Jeremy Irons. Of course, guys, this Justice League review is gonna be completely spoiler-free. Stay tuned to my spoiler-filled discussion that I'm gonna be doing with Jeff Millicky from Jeffito's movie blog. We're gonna be diving deep into all the spoilers, so don't worry, you're safe here. Justice League is, of course, the collaboration of the greatest DC heroes, which is the Avengers for DC. And in this movie, Bruce Wayne and Diana Prince have to recruit these different superheroes, including the Flash, Aquaman, and Cyborg. A new evil force has arrived. That is Steppenwolf and his group of warriors. They're trying to find these mother boxes, and they want to destroy the world completely. And so, it is up to the Justice League. They're the only ones who can stop Steppenwolf. Justice League is one of the most hyped movies probably since the Avengers for comic book movies. We know what the DC Extended Universe has been on its track record so far. I mean, Man of Steel was pretty good. I do enjoy it a lot more every time I rewatch it, but the two biggest disappointments were Batman v Superman and Suicide Squad. But until we had Wonder Woman most recently, which completely blew everybody away, including myself. This movie went through a lot of problems in production, including Zack Snyder. He had to step down from the director's chair after the tragic death of his daughter. Joss Whedon comes in to finish what Zack Snyder started. So many reshoots, so many script rewrites. From what we're hearing about Justice League, seemed like it could fail again, and I was just hoping it would be fun, at least. Justice League was a total blast from start to finish. It was fun. It was finally great to finally see all these DC superheroes together fighting it out on screen. But I can say it is not a perfect movie. It does have its flaws, but it is, I think, an improvement over BVS and Suicide Squad. So, let's go right to the positives. Ben Affleck as Batman is fantastic in this film. I love Ben Affleck as Batman. Gal Gadot as Wonder Woman completely steals it in the action sequences. She's great. And the introductions to Ezra Miller as the Flash. Ezra Miller was probably my favorite new character in this film. The Flash stole every single scene comedically. He was awesome. But Jason Momoa as Aquaman is even just as funny as him. I can't wait to see what they do with Aquaman in the future of the DCEU. Ray Fisher as Cyborg. I really liked his performance as Cyborg. He has some cool quips in there as well. The chemistry of this team is what completely surprised me about the Justice League. Each of the characters got their own chances to shine. When we finally do get introduced to the Flash and Aquaman and Cyborg, like we've already seen Batman and Wonder Woman show up, but once they all get together, that's where the magic really happens. And man, was it a feast for my eyes to finally see them fight with each other on screen. The action sequences were pretty fun. I really enjoyed them. Even though I'll get to some of them in the negative section, the action sequences, they're made to make you have fun. I mean, Zack Snyder, he does action sequences extremely well. The visuals were great, and the final showdown that goes down in this red ghost town, that was probably one of my favorite action sequences, but my favorite action scene was in Themyscira, when Steppenwolf comes to take the mother box from Queen Hippolyta and them. That was a fun scene. Another positive I have to say is that this movie had the humor, and we know from the trailers that there was a lot of humor. We were afraid that this was going to be yet another dark DCEU movie by Zack Snyder. No, it was actually really funny, and Joss Whedon actually wrote the screenplay, and it shows, man. These characters have such great humor. They have great balance with each other, and it's just funny, and I laughed. And now I have to save my last positive, the best for last. Superman. Does Superman finally work? Is this the Superman we've all been waiting for? Hell yes! Thank you, DCEU. You got Superman right. Once Superman finally comes on screen, man, he is so awesome in this film. When he goes down in the action sequences and seeing, oh my god, it's so amazing. I can't spoil it for you guys. You're gonna love this iteration of Superman. Henry Cavill, he is now possibly my favorite Superman now. Now, as I said, guys, Justice League is not a perfect movie. It did have its flaws, I do have to say. So let's get to the biggest flaw for Justice League. Obviously, it's Steppenwolf. This guy is just, nothing about him is menacing at all. He is honestly on the level of Malekith from Thor: The Dark World forgettable. He's that type of character. When we first get introduced to him in Themyscira, you find out his motivation and then you completely forget it, at least to the end of the movie. I really wanted them to do more with Steppenwolf instead of being this cliche bad guy who wants this object and to destroy the world. Also, the CGI in this movie, yeah, the CGI was very noticeable. I have to be honest, it really was. A lot of sequences in this film, it does have that CGI style that just doesn't look realistic, especially with the Flash running and then the action sequences, people flying. Some scenes with Superman is like, come on, I wanted it to be a little bit better than that. Also, I felt the overall story didn't have a balanced flow to it. And as you guys know, the movie's runtime dropped to 2 hours long. It was gonna originally be 3 hours long. And that's where the story didn't really have a sense of direction. Like, each character I felt like didn't have enough building up to their scenes. Like, when we're introduced to them, we're just getting right to the action. That's not saying it bothered me. I'm just saying they only had 2 hours to really build these characters up and develop them. And I would say for the most part, Joss Whedon did a decent job with it. Not perfect, but the characters are so funny that I could honestly forgive that flaw. In the end, guys, Justice League did its job. It was entertaining. I really enjoyed this movie. It was a lot of fun. It's great to see these characters interact. The action was fun. Zack Snyder and Joss Whedon did a great job bringing their own senses of direction. Just not a perfect movie, but it is a solid entry. So with all those things being said, I'm going to give Justice League a 3.5 out of 5 stars. Not bad, DCEU. Not bad. Alright guys, that was my spoiler-free review for Justice League. Have you guys seen it yet? What did you think? Did you love it? Did you think it was okay? Or did you absolutely hate it? Let me know down below. Thank you guys as always for watching this review, and if you guys liked it, give it a thumbs up, and be sure to subscribe today for more content. All my social media links are in the description down below. Be sure to click that notification bell on your way out, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye!